Hello and welcome, hopefully, to the start of a few more of these recordings for you all. Firstly, I must apologise for the really unprofessional video that I posted a couple of days ago, shot on my phone where my head kept disappearing and things like that. But yeah, problems with various bits of technology. But today I've sort of created this little space here. I don't have Benji the dog, but I do have Larry the leopard here, who I think will probably be quite nice and calm throughout this little practice. So this is going to be very short. This is just a little intro to getting back into it for me and for everybody else who's been following me from classes and anybody else who is interested. So today I'm just going to do a really gentle sort of stretch and sort of warm up really, and then we'll take it from there. I'm not going to promise to do videos every day, but I do have some ideas for some different kinds of sessions that I'm going to do. Some more relaxing, some more geared towards, I don't like the term power yoga, but yeah, some things that are a little bit more intense, moving towards sort of like the HIIT workout kind of thing. They won't be HIIT workouts obviously, but using strength and building strength. But today is going to be very familiar, very gentle and hopefully enjoyable for all of us. So if we can start by actually laying on our mats in Shavasana. So take yourself down, head on the mat, just take a moment to ground yourself, find yourself, wherever you may be today. Probably at home like most of us, but metaphorically speaking. So let's start with some breathing, and we're going to do I'm going to introduce some more breathing techniques as well. Breathing being very important at the moment to keep our stress levels down. Obviously we all have to breathe, we know that, but the way that we breathe can really affect the way that we feel. So right hand on the stomach, left at heart center. And just begin by feeling that breath, the natural breath as it rises and falls. Be aware of the sensation of what's happening. So as you inhale, your lungs expand to fill up, obviously, the chest with oxygen. To enable that to happen, the diaphragm comes down to make more space and the belly rises. So good front breathing means that we are utilising the whole of the front of that body. And then feeling everything fall back into place as we exhale. So take one more of these breaths. And then release. Now take your hands by your side. And this time when we inhale, we are going to feel that sensation of everything rising, of the diaphragm coming down, the belly rising, the front of the abdomen filling up with air, and as you do that you're going to bring your arms up. So inhale, and the fingertips are pointing up towards the ceiling. You're not taking them over your head, so imagine that. So you're feeling, it's almost like a string pulling your stomach up towards the ceiling, and then exhale. So let's do 3 of these. So we do it together. Inhale, exhale. We're doing this for a count of 4. Inhale. Let's take a pause at the top and then exhale. Last one. And then exhale down. Take a pause here, see how you feel. Bring your knees up, feet planted on the ground. And we're just going to do a twist. I know I normally finish with this, but I want to do this at the beginning just to loosen everything up. So inhale as you take your legs to the right, twist your head to the left. I should have said just bring those arms out a little bit to the side. Inhale back, exhale to the left. Just going to do this the once. Bring the knees up. Now bring your knees up to your chest and just give your spine a nice rock from side to side. Now we're going to come up onto tabletop, all fours. I'll leave it up to you how you want to do it. If you're feeling strong, then you can rock yourself forward. If you want to do it more gently, then just roll onto your right side and gently push yourself up. So let's come up into a seated position, and we're going to flip ourselves around, and we're going to take ourselves onto all fours, tabletop position. And starting with the really familiar cat and cow, so it's inhaling up, exhaling down. Really feel that spine extending and flexing. If you're spending a lot of time at home in front of a computer screen, this is really good to help stretch out and get rid of any tension in the spine. Now take those knees as wide as the mat, and we're going to push ourselves back into extended child. Head to the mat if you can. If it's difficult to get down, then you can take your fists and just put your head on top of your forehead on top of your fists. Otherwise, arms in front, the tailbone is moving towards the edge of the mat, or the end of the mat, should I say. Now gently come back up, and we're going to slide the hands forward as you just rock yourself forward. Bring the knees in slightly, and then back. Again, that's a really big opener through the shoulders. Coming forward almost into upward dog, and then back. Adjust those knees as you need. And forward. Inhale back. Last one as we exhale forward, and then when you do come forward, then come all the way fully through into downward dog. Keep your gaze forward, be mindful of your lower back, and then push back up into all fours. Taking your right foot forward, frame your foot and just rock yourself gently backwards and forwards. This is a great stretch for those runners, or slow runners, or fast walkers like me. Just try and keep the flow going with this session today. And then back to a static position. Now we're going to inhale the arms all the way up, gazing forward. Done this many times, reaching up, let's wiggle those fingers. Feel the energy if you just want to give those fingers a nice big scrunch and stretch. No tension in the neck. Palms come together as we twist, and you're looking over your right shoulder. Left hand to the mat, right arm comes up, and then we come back to frame that foot. We're now going to take the arms out to the side. Take them behind you, interlace the fingers, and then chest expansion. So we bring the arms up, still looking down towards your mat, Back left knee is grounded. Bring your hands either side of that foot. Now we're just going to take the back knee back. So the left knee comes back, the right foot shuffles forward. So again, a really nice runner's stretch this, as you just sink down from the hips down towards the mat. Really feel that in the back of the hamstrings. Flex that front foot, and then we're coming forward. And then back. I'm going to do this 3 times, so this is 2. The last one is 3. And then from here, we're going to complete the sequence by bringing our right hand inside, shuffling the right foot out so that we can come into lizard pose. Again, we're opening up through the hip flexors here. Soft gaze forward. And then gently walk yourself back. Bring that right knee back, coming back onto all fours. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So first of all, bring your right foot forward as we then move backwards and forwards, keeping your left foot grounded. Release, inhale the arms up. Find your focal point. You might like to visualise something nice. A palm tree on a desert island, wouldn't that be lovely? Palms come together, we take the twist, right elbow on left knee. Looking over your shoulder if you can. Right hand down, left palm up and away. And then we bring the hand down. We're going to take the arms out. Again, find that lovely stretch all the way from left to right. Take the hands behind, interlink the fingers, and then raise the arms up. Feeling this chest opener, shoulder blades coming together. And then release the hands down. This time we're going to shuffle the left foot out as you bring your hands in to take that left. I just realised I've missed out the deep stretch. We'll do that afterwards. So we're coming into lizard pose. I was doing well up until then, wasn't I? Okay, shuffle that foot back. Back knee comes back. You're going to take that left foot up. And then we roll backwards and forwards. Again, that deep stretch in hamstrings. Not actually strings, well they are. The hamstrings are muscles and tendons in the back of the leg. Okay, and now swing that leg back so we can come onto all fours. Let's do a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Not much more to do today. I'm going to keep it all on the mat, and then hopefully I'm going to get back into the swing of this and we can add to this sequence. Very familiar sequence. Those of you that followed with Adrienne will recognise bits of that, but bits that come from sort of classic vinyasa flow. Okay, so now for the fun bit, the bit that I'm going to start working on strength and core. Now, plank, as we all know, you don't have to do this, but plank is obviously quite a strong posture, and it is actually very tough on the wrists. So another way of doing plank is actually to do what's called a forearm plank. So again, if you do this with me, so if you come onto your knees, you're going to take your hands forward. You can either interlink your fingers or just have the palms together. I find interlinking is good because it gives you that strong base. And then let's take our right foot out and then our left. And again, this is a forearm plank. You may find this easier or harder than a normal plank. Holding for 1, 2, 3. Come back down. Push the bottom back, keep the arms where they are. Coming back up. Right foot, left foot. Now this time see if you can just gently rock yourself backwards and forwards. If this is too strong, take the knees down to the mat and do the same thing. So I'll leave that for you, but I want to start building more core strength into some of the more power oriented sessions. Now I'm going to look back on this and see if I'm trying to keep my back straight. So one more, backwards and forwards, whichever version of plank you are in. If you don't have your knees to the ground, take them down. Back to wide knee child. Head to the mat. Take another lovely breath here. And let's slowly come back up. Swing our legs out in front of us. So before we finish, we're just going to finish with a forward fold and a very gentle twist. So Paschimottanasana, classical forward fold. So get those sit bones nicely placed on the mat, heels digging in at the foot, and we're going to inhale the arms up. Now let's hold this for a moment, so hopefully our back is nice and tall, palms are facing together. And then really slowly, we're going to do this really slowly, gently. Take yourself towards your ankles, your feet, calves, knees, whatever is comfortable for you. We're not going to hold any part of the body, you're just going to let the hands rest to wherever they come. Doing this without any tension. So what we're doing is we're using the weight of the body to take us forward. We're not pushing or straining. As you breathe, just let gravity do its work to just bring you further down towards those knees. Last breath. And then let's roll up. Take the palms behind us as we take the back in the opposite direction. Again, we're trying to get almost those shoulder blades to kiss. Being careful of the neck. I shouldn't take my head back and talk. And then coming back to sitting. Let's just cross the legs over for a very simple twist. Whichever version of seating cross-legged you prefer. Hands are on the knees. So you're going to take your left hand to your right knee, right hand comes behind, inhale, exhale to twist and look over that right shoulder. Take 2 breaths. Then we come round to the other side. Spine is long. Inhale. Exhale as you take the twist to the other side. Two breaths. Coming back to center. We're now going to finish on our backs. The very, very gentle visualization. We haven't moved into a standing position. This is all very, very grounding. So you're going to take yourself back onto the mat in Shavasana, palms facing up. Take 2 or 3 lovely cleansing breaths. You can do the Ujjayi breath if you want. For the final piece, the final part of this relaxation is that I want you to feel the connection with all parts of your body with the ground. We are grounded. Say to yourself, I am grounded. Maybe to help and fix that, imagine you have roots growing from those bits of you that are actually connected to the earth, to the floor, wherever you're laying. And feel those roots sinking deep, deep into the earth. Fixing you and grounding you. Think of the moment as well, or think in the moment rather of where we are in the year, heading towards spring. When you see a tree, if you're lucky enough to see them when you walk, I think most of us are, just be aware that what you see with a tree above the earth is also mirrored below. Those roots grounding and fixing the tree, and at the moment taking in all the nutrition and the water, ready to produce the new leaves, maybe blossom, catkins, for spring. So I will leave you with that thought. Hope you have enjoyed this first proper session for a while. Let's bring the palms together. Let's bring the thumbs to the heart center. Just to see whether again you can connect with your heartbeat. Namaste everyone, and I will see you again soon.